In this episode, I took 3 of my students on a journey to a beautiful location in an open outdoor place for a special training session. It was an experience. This is the story. After we exited the city, it was all country roads, and with a gap in the range, it was all greenery. After a good warm-up, the training started. Out. In. Out. Then it was lunchtime and we headed to an exotic little restaurant where we discovered an amazing collection of carved stools. These carved stools do remind me of the film Lord of the Rings. They do resemble some of the characters in the film. Awesome, interesting artwork. Besides physical training, martial arts is 50% mind and spiritual training. Now I'm going to tell you a story. Many teachers and martial arts masters use stories to teach their students spiritual aspects and the philosophical aspects. This story is about a master and his students. There was once a samurai master who had a few students. He only taught those people with good character and trustworthiness. He wanted to test 3 of his top students. This test also was a lesson for them which he wanted to teach them. So he called all the 3 students at a particular place. He said, I will go inside a room and something will happen. How you react, on that basis you will be tested. The master went inside the room and he told the 3 students that when he calls, each one should come in one at a time. Being a samurai, each student had a sword. The first student entered. He saw something falling down over him. He pulled his sword and cut the pillow. The pillow fell down. The master was standing in a corner of the room. He said, "Okay," and asked the student to come and sit beside him. Now the master placed another pillow in the same position above the door. The second student entered. He saw something falling. He jumped, dodged, rolled, and pulled out his sword. The master said, "Okay," and made him sit beside him. Now the third student entered. He felt, sensed something above the door, and he looked up and grabbed the pillow as it was falling. He put the pillow down and bowed to the master. The master said, "Thank you, let's go outside." The master and the three students came out of the room. The master said, "The third student is the winner because he reacted by observing what is the situation." The first student pulled his sword out without thinking. He cut something even before he realized what he was cutting. The pillow was not a threat. The second student overreacted, jumped, dodged, overexerted because it was not required. The third student was more observant, understood what was happening. He was thinking, he knew it was only a pillow, not a threat. There's no need to pull the sword out, so he grabbed the pillow and kept it aside. In this way, the ancient teachers taught their students the spiritual and philosophical, mental aspects of martial arts through storytelling. Going close to nature, Mother Earth has a comforting feeling, a motherliness away from the stressed life of urban cities.